Unlike Injustice 1 or Injustice Gods Among Us, this story starts on Krypton. Supergirl running for her life. Supergirl is on her home planet, the planet that she basically thinks is safe, the planet that is supposed to be safe for her. A safe haven is being invaded by Brainiac and all of his minions and all of his soldiers. Kara is running for her life, sprinting to go home. As she arrives back in her home, her mother greets her and basically ushers her to a pod, a ship. She asks her mother what's going on and what are they going to do, and what about her? What about her? What about her own mother? But soon she would realize that her mother had no intention of surviving, that she had no intention of living to say another word off of Krypton. Because when she sets into that pod, when she sets into that ship, she finally gets to quote-unquote safety. She watches her mother die as the ship takes off into space and is sent off with her cousin Kal-El. She looks to her side and she sees a baby, sees the young Kal-El as she reaches out to him in a way and thinks that this is her job, that it's her job to now take care of him, her job to make sure that he's okay. But we know that this version of Superman is far different, far from the one we once knew. And, well, her ship would get knocked off course and she would be thrown into what she calls a hypersleep for years to come within deep space. Soon, Kara Zor-El would be found by the one and only Black Adam, but what she didn't understand was that everything in her life would change, because this is the moment that she would become the true victim of Injustice 2, because everything from here on out would be practically a lie. It all starts, like I said, with her being found by Black Adam. She is basically kept captive in Kahndaq, which, of course, they're going to make it seem as if they're not holding her captive, they're just keeping her here because, well, if Batman finds her, it's all bad. At least these are all the things that are being told. And she's even basically told that Batman is basically the villain. And frankly, that Kal is innocent, that Kal has done nothing wrong, but Batman is keeping him captive, that Kal created peace. But Kara would stand there and would more or less remark to them that she needs to help people, that these people are hurting each other, that they need guidance, that they need help, that she can save them and she can help them. And we basically see what Superman is supposed to be, what the House of El is supposed to be. And that is more or less creating peace, helping others, and protecting those who are not as powerful as you. But this is where things become drastically different, because Kara would eventually sense and tell that Brainiac is coming. Now, it all starts with Brainiac sitting above in his giant skull ship, so the invasion hasn't necessarily begun. But it's obvious that Brainiac's arrival, well, it warrants massive amounts of questions and massive amounts of fear that strikes Kara deep within. Now, this immediately Kara says that they need to go get Kal. They need to save him. So that's exactly what they do. And she's confronted by Blue Beetle and Firestorm, but even Batman himself would admit that they need Kal, that they need Superman, but they need to basically abide by this no-kill policy from here on out. Now, this is kind of an awkward place for Kara, because all she's thinking about is that she has to protect her cousin. She has to protect Kal, the baby that was sent here. Yes, is a grown man now, but she still sees herself as, well, Superman's protector, and she still feels this way to a large extent. Now, things would begin to drastically change as slowly but surely these ideas would trickle in. Kara would hear that this no-kill policy is on the table, and would hear this from, well, Batman. Batman is supposed to be the bad guy. Batman is supposed to be the villain, but seems to be following a proper moral code, or at least to an extent a proper moral code. At least that's what Kara believes, to to, like I said, an extent. And when she would go on her first mission with Wonder Woman is where things would shake up drastically, because she would get brutally injured by Cheetah based on basically a magical scent of her claws, or a magic being infused within her claws, and she's eventually helped by Wonder Woman. Now, this is an injured Kara. This is a injured Supergirl laying there being helped by Harley Quinn. And let's make this clear, Harley Quinn at this point is quote unquote a good person, or a good guy, if you want to say that, good guy or good person. And Harley basically watches Wonder Woman about to kill Cheetah, and Harley basically stops her by shooting bullets at her, as obviously Wonder Woman could easily deflect these bullets. And Harley would tell Diana that there is no killing, that Bats doesn't want to kill, or doesn't want anybody to kill. But Diana would remark that she has basically gallons of blood, that tons and tons of blood on her hands. And Harley would remark that, of course, yes, she does. And all of that was to impress a no good man, kind of like Diana is doing. And this would be when, well, Diana would send a sword through her stomach. Kara would watch on in complete shock. This would take her out of this frame of mind that what they're doing is protecting people, making sure that order is placed, but without this horrible brutality, that this is disgusting. And Kara would immediately save Harley, immediately seal her wound, and basically would take on Diana, Wonder Woman herself. And after defeating her, she exclaims that she trusted her, that now she sees that Amazons aren't what she was taught or what she knew about. And this is where things get even sadder, because not only was the person, or one of the people that saved her, Wonder Woman saved her from space, actually not who she thought she was, but when she flies away with Harley and she says that, don't worry, Cal will protect us, Cal will protect you, Harley laughs. Harley laughs at the idea that Superman will protect her, and says that she's basically dumb. That she's funny, that she's funny, Blondie, that you're funny, because she knows that Superman would have done the same thing to her if he was standing here, that she would have killed, or Superman would have killed Harley just like Wonder Woman. And this doesn't sit exactly perfectly with Kara initially, thinking that maybe Harley is just a little bit loopy, maybe she's just not thinking clearly. But when she confronts Superman about Diana trying to kill Harley Quinn, Cal says that Kara shouldn't have stopped her, that they should have dealt with Harley Quinn far before this. And yes, this wasn't the time to deal with Harley Quinn and kill her now, but should have dealt with her far before, but now, of course, was not the time. And this would shock Kara. This would completely shock Supergirl. What are you talking about? We don't kill. But then, of course, Cal would bring up the Joker, saying that she's just like him, that when she relapses, innocent people will die, showing that the mindset of basically nobody can change, and that guilty means guilty for life is all written on Superman now. And she even remarks later on, I believe, that symbol is something they fear now, not something that they see as hope. And Superman even says that the only mistake, like I said, was Harley not being killed sooner or earlier on, and that one death truly saves many, and that Superman stopped the violence of humans, but he did it with an iron fist. And Kara doesn't even know what to say. I mean, she is completely shocked. This is as if she's running straight into a brick wall, and of course without her superpowers. She's never thought Cal would be this way, that the House of El, the son of Jor-El, would basically sound more like the son of Zod. This is when Kara would learn that Black Adam, the one who found her, also has been lying. Not only is her cousin a liar, is someone that is killing people, not helping people, that is basically creating order with an iron fist. All the people that helped her, Black Adam, who saved her from hypersleep, Wonder Woman, who began teaching her of the powers that she held, all were lying. They were all lying. And she would fight off Black Adam. And frankly, she even fights off Damian Wayne. And she would apologize for not being there for Superman. But that apology would go on deaf ears. And her words truly still meant nothing, even though she tells Superman that the House of El isn't run by fear. It is run by hope. But nonetheless, Brainiac's true invasion is about to begin, and Kal tells Kara that she is either with him or against him, and that's all there is. We talk about that life isn't as simple as good or evil, but it seems like, well, Kal has it all figured out, as Superman truly believes that there is only good, there is only evil, there's only his side, or you're against him. You're with him or you're against him, and that's it. There is no line. And it's crazy to think that one of the purest characters in Injustice 2 is being told this. Someone that has just arrived, someone that is just learning that her cousin is a tyrannical ruler to a large extent. Someone just like Brainiac. Someone just like General Zod. And this breaks her heart. And this is one of the main reasons why I believe that she's one of the true victims of Injustice 2. That she may have superpowers, that she may be extremely powerful, but she's a victim. She's someone that was supposed to be here in the first place, that was supposed to help her cousin, and with the pure heart still arrives in hope that Kal came out to be this amazing, this symbol of peace, this symbol of hope. But he's a symbol of fear. He is not the symbol of hope that is supposed to be coming from the House of El. No, he is far, far from that. Very similar to, like I said, both Brainiac and General Zod, which terrifies Kara. Now, with that said, there's not much time to talk about that idea anymore because Brainiac is coming. And when Kara basically invades Brainiac's ship with Batman, she hears millions of voices from captured planets, all under the rule, more or less, of Brainiac, unable to leave, captured and completely enslaved within Brainiac's ship. But luckily enough, they defeat Brainiac. They stop Brainiac. But now the true motives of her cousin is revealed. And this is where you think, well, maybe, just maybe, that she can get through to him. Maybe they can stop this. Maybe they can become what the House of El is supposed to be. Kara's hopes are carried within herself. But maybe you could even call it a bit naive. Because there is no way that she can reach Superman in this state. No way she can change his mind. Even with the purest of hearts, there's no chance Superman is going to turn his back on the ideals that he has set. What happened to Lois is too far deep within his brain. All of the manipulation that has come along with everything that has happened, everything is too much. Kara is too late, and she can feel that deep within her heart, that she is too late. And yes, she feels guilty for this, but we all know she couldn't have done anything about it. How was she supposed to get out of hypersleep? How was she supposed to somehow get here when he was a baby, when she got knocked off course? It's not her fault. But unfortunately, she feels that it's her fault. And things would, ironically enough, and I hate to say that like try to make it sound funny, but it's really not. But ironically enough, things just get worse. She feels that maybe it couldn't get worse. The feeling that she has, the guilt that she holds. Her cousin is a tyrannical ruler, but it only gets worse. Because if Superman wins, the Batman versus Superman clash, if the bad guy, and yes, Superman is the bad guy, if he wins, Kara watches her cousin continue down a path of control. even so much so that he completely brainwashes Batman and keeps her within a Red Sun holding cell so that she cannot utilize her powers. And on top of that, he tells her that she should be by his side, that they should be taking over all of this, helping planet after planet together. But if she chooses to not comply, that she'll become like Batman, that she will become, or basically do what he says no matter what. This would shock her. I mean, someone with a pure heart is about to be completely brainwashed and under the control of, well, her own family. Her cousin, Kal-El, is about to take control over Supergirl. And you may be thinking, well, the good ending. I mean, it must be so much better, right? I mean, it probably makes her feel less of a victim, less bad. But frankly, I mean, how much better is this win? Because frankly, just because you won doesn't mean you truly won. Because even in every single win, there's a little bit of loss. Because if Batman wins, she watches her cousin enter the Phantom Zone, the failed son of the House of El. Feelings of failure even lasting deep within herself as Kal says that they are family. But even she knows that their family is dead. And maybe her connection to Kal is supposed to be maybe dead too. And unfortunately, or fortunately for the world at least, but unfortunately for her, she would have to live with the guilt of her cousin walking into the Phantom Zone and being trapped in there, at least for now. Supergirl was truly the victim, the true victim of Injustice 2. And I'm not saying that other people can't be the victim, but the fact that this pure-hearted angel came to Earth more or less unknowingly entering something that she would have to live with for the rest of her life, the idea that her cousin was far, far, far gone, and that all the people that saved her, the people that taught her how to utilize her powers throughout this time, well, were all under horrible and lacked moral, actual justice. They all believed that the tyranny of Superman was the proper way to go, that he was creating peace, that he was creating basically a peaceful world with war, that he would eliminate all of it, eliminate war by killing every villain, by killing every criminal, that's stopping crime before it began, not guiding the humans, but controlling the humans. Kara had to live with that idea from the very beginning. And frankly, the mental toll that probably went through her brain throughout this time was probably immense. Yes, Supergirl and Superman, they're strong. But like I've said before, Superman has shown that his mental fortitude sometimes is pretty weak. And Kara having to deal with all these emotions and all of these horrible, horrible things at once is truly a sad thing, and truly makes her a victim of Injustice 2, and a victim of really, really bad and poor timing on her arrival to the Earth that she now knows. With that said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video of why Supergirl was the true victim of Injustice 2, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Supergirl, about basically if you feel bad for her or if she's the true victim, and make sure to leave down below other people that have, gone through some crazy stuff in the Injustice storyline. I would love to hear who you guys think is a big victim in the Injustice storyline, because let's be honest, there's quite a few of them. I mean, it's pretty sad how bad the storyline or how brutal it could get. I mean, do I have to say it? Shazam, Billy Batson. Yeah, it's pretty sad. But with that said, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and make sure to show some love in the comments, and also leave a like, leave a sub. We're growing a ton in such a short amount of time. And I always love to read your guys' comments because, like I said, and like I always say, I'm a comic casual, so I always got some stuff to learn. And like I said before, hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope all y'all have an amazing day. Later.